All right, let's talk about tax filing status. Are you single, married, head of household? What does it mean and how do you choose? So, typically, you don't really get a choice. The IRS defines your tax filing status based on the last day of the year that you're filing the taxes for, and you can see that right above. And you got three big buckets and a couple sub buckets. The first one is single. This is you are single. You do not have a spouse, you do not have children, you are just single. The next one is married, and you have two choices. You have married filing jointly and married filing separately. There are some pros and cons to each. Most people who are married should probably choose married filing jointly. However, there are some instances, especially when couples, one has student loans, one doesn't, that you might want to file separately. But filing separately isn't like as straightforward as you think. You lose a lot of tax deductions and you have to do special things with your income. So be careful if you're going to file separately. You might want to talk to a tax professional. Finally, you have head of household. So what does that mean? That means that you are a single parent and you take care of a qualifying dependent more than 50% of the time. So this is the divorced parent that has a child and you are taking care of that person with 50% or more of the support. And then finally, you do have the qualifying surviving spouse or the widow. You can see that tax filing status there. Of course, that's much rarer. But that is how you determine your tax filing status. It's not a choice per se. It is defined by the IRS. And you get to make that decision. So if you want to get married on December 31st, you are considered married for the entire year, even though it happened on the last day of the year. Same thing with having a baby. If you have a baby on December 31st, you're considered having a child for the entire year. So keep that in mind as you're preparing your taxes next year.